Hey everybody, it's Finn here with a very special episode because I'm here with a guest that I've not seen in a long time. And they're doing great. This is my friend Godswill of Viz Media and That's Dope fame. How are you doing today, sir?
Man, real good, especially to be talking to you. It's been way too long.
It's been when we like just to put in perspective, when we met, I was in a completely different industry, and you were senior cool kid of Funimation.
I was junior cool kid. I feel like I was just getting started and like trying to figure out like the landscape. And honestly, you were one of the cool like welcoming faces, I should say, that like really helped me like get the swing of things, and like sort of showcase to me like how things can be done.
It's so much fun that way. But yeah, like, so I guess I just want to, why don't we start by telling people what you're doing now, like at between Viz, and then give us a breakdown of what That's Dope is,
Mhm.
because I personally think what you do with that is fantastic. And then we'll go from there. So like give us the God's will pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, thanks for even asking. Like, it's pretty cool to be asked like what's up with my life. So first, yeah, like I've been at Viz Media, so like that is like mainly like a manga distributor and also like anime distributor in North America, but then also we're like expanding to like more parts of the world. We're one of the biggest anime and manga distributors like in the world, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be part of it, and we're just celebrating our 40th anniversary now. So hey, and I've been with Viz for 7 years. I've been in the anime industry for 11 years total. I first started at Funimation, and I've been there for 4 years, and then I made my way over to California, where I'm at right now. And now I'm a community manager and also influencer marketer, like at the
You
company.
wear
So
many hats.
yes, exactly. Honestly, it's sort of hard to describe what I do, and but I mean, it's lots of fun. I'm really grateful like that. Like it's really cool. Um, and then on the That's Dope side, I actually like it's sort of split into three things, I should say, at the moment. First, it was a podcast that like I started up honestly about 10 years ago too, and just been slowly doing it whenever I have time. So just doing it on the side. We're right now like on episode 142. And just talking with cool friends. Honestly, I should have you on sometime soon.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I know you've been busy, but it means a lot that you hit me
Never
up.
too
So,
busy for you. That's how
oh,
it works.
I appreciate you, bro. So yeah, like I do the podcast, and then like the other two parts are both events. So like I would throw like nerd themed parties. So like I say, party and podcast, where like I've done events like a Cowboy Bebop jazz party,
I know.
One Piece yacht party.
Ah,
I did a Final Fantasy casino theme when the new old game came out. So we did a Golden Saucer themed. We've done like a Blanket Fort theme party, which is like a 90s throwback party. And then the other side is like I've been doing this 18 plus convention for like the last 3-4 years. And now we're sort of starting over in an interesting way in SoCal. So that one's called Kimochi Con. And that started out of like, doing parties and getting asked to do a convention on the side. And I'm like, why
hey,
not?
I almost hate you for that event thing because you'll post these fantastic events, and I'm like, that is so my jam, and I want to be part of it. But it's in California, and I'm
Yeah.
literally cross country. And I gotta tell you, it's a little hard to justify being like, "Hey, I'm gonna take off time from work. You got the family, right? You're gonna watch
Yep.
the kids while I go and party on a yacht to some One Piece with some One Piece fans. Like, it's rough out there for someone that is
Oh
watching you
man.
from afar. Like, how dare you be so good at what you do?
No, I'm so sorry. Like honestly, like I do want to bring it to more parts of the country. I think it's just right now like still like formulating, like especially like since I don't know who else is doing things like this, and I'm trying to see if someone will give me money to go places. But
Right?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna come to you, or like yeah, I definitely need to come to your parts and like throw this because I know y'all area like likes to get down, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I want to say just to hype you up a little bit because we're coming by the time of this is recording, you just finished Anime Expo.
Yeah.
And one thing that you are very good at, and you didn't mention in your own pitch, is you are a fantastic panel host.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's also
And
part of my
let's
job
be
too, man.
real, like hosting giant panels for Viz Media at Anime Expo is not something just anyone can do. And to do it that well, like, man, come on, like give yourself a pat on the shoulder. What is that like? Because you're up there with these huge audiences of diehard fans that have braved the ridiculous heat and crowds to be there, and you're up there hosting. Like, break it down, man.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate you. Also, let me turn this game down. It might be crazy, but oh, is that better?
No, you're good.
All right,
That's
cool, cool, cool,
great.
cool. Sounds great. Yeah, like luckily, like it doesn't feel too hard for me. Like I feel really grateful to do this. So, like it feels like I'm talking to a lot of friends. Like just as you had mentioned, like people are braving the heat and staying in lines, and they're taking time out of their day to come to these panels. And for me, I think that's like makes it easy. Like whereas like wow, you came all the way to see what we have to talk about. You came to listen to about some news. And like my job is to try to make it fun. And luckily it just feels like I'm talking to friends more than not. Like I have gotten dinged a few times for not being professional enough, but but like honestly, like I think I'd rather be like that. Like
Yes.
I feel like more people enjoy it. Like it's just like let me just honestly like just say what I feel. Like we are all in this together. Like a lot
Right.
of people have grown up with it, and like it sort of feels like I'm speaking the same language, rather than like something like technical that I might not understand. Like this is stuff that like I get, and I think a lot of people in the audience are wanting to get.
Well, also, I feel like I fully agree with that approach because audiences resonate more with that when it's conversational and less corporate. And I understand, like, you know as well as I know that when you're dealing with Japanese properties, sometimes there's a lot of red tape and bureaucracy to deal with, and there's only so much you can do, right? Like, but I feel as much as you can, like making it relatable and fun and just conversational. I think people respond better to that, and so I love that that's your approach as well, because whether it's the way I do interviews or when I'm talking to people in the gaming industry, that's my whole approach as well. Like people, if you're just sitting there with cue cards and reading from a script like that, you can tell.
Yep, yep, and I wholeheartedly agree. Like I think to myself is like, why would someone want to listen and be here if it's boring? Like, let me make sure that it's interesting for people, so that way it's not a drag, it's not
Yeah.
a pain to like listen to. So yeah, honestly, that and I really appreciate you bringing it up because yeah, AX Anime Expo was that like trying to disseminate new information to audiences that are willing, but they there's nothing to tie them there. Like if like it's boring, they can
Yeah.
leave. And
Yeah.
yeah, I try to
And
make
if
sure
anything,
that
that
it's
that's
worth their time.
demoralizing watching like huge groups like get up and walk
Oh,
out. I've seen
ah,
that happen. That's gotta
yeah,
hurt.
yeah, yeah. So,
So,
I have to. I'm lucky that luckily people haven't left this one. People are down to like listen to what I gotta say, and yeah, it's been a great time.
and you had a big panel like this because you my next question is going to be doing panels for established properties, right? Like if you do a Bleach panel, you already know the audience is invested in Bleach, but you
Yes.
just did a panel for that new one, Black Torch, where you're like trying to get people invested in a new show and a new IP. How do you approach that differently, or do you, or is it just the same approach?
Yeah, no, and that's a fantastic question because I think about that all the time. It's like, how do you get someone interested in something brand new? It's like, how do you get them in the door? How do you keep them there? And of course, like, I don't get to like 100% do what I want to do, but like in making this panel, like as part of the team and making sure that the licensors are happy, of course. But it is like let's get the fun stuff out there. Let's let the anime speak for itself. Let's let the visuals and like what it is speak for itself. And then I just sort of like hype it up, I think, like where I can, like whereas like I'm a genuine fan. I'm legit watching this stuff and like, wow, this looks super cool. Don't you guys agree? And then like I mean honestly, like it's
Yeah,
uh,
like
yeah, and then like also like brainstorming like with creators and like people that are in it, production staff, like voice actors or directors, seeing if they can be a part of it and like showcasing what they're good at. So we were lucky to have like one Black Torch actually looks really cool. Like it genuinely looks like a riot. And then I mean this one has cats, ninjas and cats, and then ninja cat. So that helps. And then
the only thing that could make it better would be Samurai Pizza Cats.
I see what you did there. And honestly, I think that needs to come back. Like, I'm shocked that like hasn't really made its
Sorry, I
return
didn't
yet.
mean to interrupt you, but I was like,
No, 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 you're good, you're
had to be
good.
dumb. Go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, also SWAT cats one day. Like
Right?
that
Oh,
would be cool.
just all
But
cat media converging.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Smash
Like
Bros,
I'm a
but
cat
for
dad
cats.
now. I'd be super down with that. And then overall it is like trying to like integrate people into it, like in the audience, in the crowd, like really try to see if we can like uh like treat them with good prizes and treat them like with like they're a part of like what this is too, like where um like we're doing prize giveaways, we're asking them questions and like genuinely checking on them, like how they feel, um and like getting them hype like where possible. So it's like a lot of old things that we take from other panels, but for sure we try to like make this one special like in its own way. We had a live dubbing aspect to it too, with the
Nice.
voice actors, and they
Yep.
were great. And also it was like they're black too, so like I had to be like, yo, we're all, this is special, so let's get hype, like
Right. Like
yeah.
you have to celebrate like moments like that
Yep.
because, and again, it comes down to the corporate versus casual, but also people can tell if you're a fan versus when you're phoning it in,
Yes.
and that
Eh,
comes across.
yep. I try to have that be across always. Like, let me make sure that like the audience knows that I'm one of them too. Like,
Yeah.
um it's not like I'm just a corporate shill, I guess. Like I try to
Yeah.
read all these things. I try to watch these things. I can't do everything, but I do what I can.
Yeah, exactly. Now, speaking of being a fan of something, I have a question that I would love you to percolate on. If you don't know an answer offhand and we want to come back to it, happily. But from your time at Funimation, that's part one, and now your time at Viz, what has been the favorite property you've worked on for each of those jobs? Like, what was your
Ooh.
favorite animation, like Funimation show? And what was your favorite? What has been your favorite Viz thing? It could be manga or anime, or one of each. I don't know, whatever. Like
Yeah.
because I know those are two very different. Even though there has been crossovers and stuff, like hit me.
Yeah. No, I love that. That's a great question. Funimation, at least two come to mind for sure. One Piece, like honestly, like for
Yeah,
like,
well, we'll get to
but
that.
yeah, for sure. And I would say like professionally, like with One Piece, like I had the honor of like curating like a Facebook group. Like it was like at 50,000, like when I got it, and sort of dead. And I got to do like a lot of fun things with it because no one else knew what to do with it. So I think I was able to like establish a lot of new things. Like where by the time I left, it was at 2 million. Like we were getting
Beautiful.
like 50,000 followers a day, and I was just like, let's have fun with the audience. Let's have fun with this worldwide group. Like people were naming their kids after. Like that was honestly like when people were like really like getting into it. Like they were like, but like at that point with One Piece, like it was still like niche in a way. So it was like
Oh, I get
cool to
that.
like organize people. Like
Yeah.
this was before 2020, and like when the pandemic happened and everyone was, sort of forced to watch One Piece.
They were like,
Like,
"Hey," they were like, "There's never going to be a better time for me to
yep,
have the time to watch One Piece."
yep,
And I want to say, like, oh, sorry, that was just so that's Funimation.
yes.
I almost got
Oh, and
sidetracked.
then the second thing I would
Yeah.
say is Golden Kamuy. Actually, like,
Ooh,
yeah, Golden
okay.
Kamuy like is a title that I love. And it was a more niche title, but like one of my favorite titles, I would say, because like it's a mixture of like Western comedy, wars, drama. What else? Like it's great title, and it's sort of like how do you explain that? And we had a blast, and also I got to learn a lot. This was the first time I learned about like native Japanese groups, so like the Ainu, and
Hmm.
like we were able to like work with the lead actor like hand in hand, like in like explaining what that culture is. So it was pretty endearing to showcase like what this culture is. Um, but so like, and also we try to like a lot of new things to like get people to be a part of it. So like I think those are my two things I would say from Funimation era.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Viz era. What comes to mind? Cause I mean, wow, yeah, I feel like I've been able to do quite a bit. I mean, recency bias, low key, is Bleach.
I
Like
mean, right? Like,
Bleach is dope, and it's like we got to do a lot with Bleach. Like I've been at Viz for 7 years, and I thank God that like Thousand Year Blood War came back. You know, it's like like it could have like Bleach could have ended there where it ended, but like the fact that we're getting new content and it looks beautiful, and we've been able to like do a lot, and I've been able to meet a lot of creators with it. I've been able to meet the Ichigos, both Ichigos, you know, Japanese and English, and been able to work with them. And that's a dream come true, which I never
Right?
thought would happen. Yeah. So I would say that. And then also, I guess, Junji Ito, Loki, like I'm not a
Yeah.
horror guy, but like it was an honor to be able to meet him. That was like, whoa, I think I'm doing something pretty exciting at this company.
I got to meet them when they there was a game called World of Horror that was basically based off of that style.
Yo,
That was super cool.
that's super cool for real.
Anyway, but so I want to get to the next topic, but I have to ask, like, how cool is it to be working in the industry during the return of the big three? Like,
Woo.
technically, one never left, right?
Yep. Yep.
But it's so I never thought we'd be able to say that. Like, we're going to be living in a world where, especially if the rumor of Bleach coming back to Shonen Jump is true, that with Boruto, with One Piece, and with Bleach back, we live in a world where the big three are currently active again, and that just
Yep.
feels, from your perspective, what?
Yeah, I know, right? Honestly, I think about the heavy, like where you know, it's like I think it's so dope. Honestly, like I'm really happy that like the big three are still here, and you could even say in some cases Dragon Ball too. You know, the grandfather. I say
Yeah,
like Dragon Ball is like the father of the big
correct.
three
Of
in
the
a way.
big three.
Yeah,
People
and
that try and say Dragon Ball is a big three, I'm like, no, it's
no,
it's the thing that led to the big three. Like,
exactly. Yep.
yeah,
Exactly. And like I'm really happy that like the big three are doing better than ever. Actually, like people like to dump on Boruto, but the manga is amazing right now. Two Blue Vortex. Mwah. Like every chapter has been hype. Boruto looks amazing. Actually. One Piece better than ever. Oh my god! Like this current arc of Elbaf is
uh,
amazing. I mean, Egghead was insane in the best ways. I mean, I'm
being
not even.
current.
Bro, I was about to say, like, did you watch Egghead?
I'm current. I'm current
Oh
on
my
manga
god,
and anime.
I gotta ask you. I
So
definitely like when we were doing One Piece, but I was like, I
yeah,
gotta ask, like, Kuma, like, how was that for you?
that was
Oh man, especially as a girl dad.
right. Like, One Piece has that ability to just out of nowhere be like, we're gonna enter a a backstory arc, and it is gonna devastate you,
Yep.
and you're just gonna be like, and the one we're currently in the manga, and I don't want to say because
Yep.
some
Yep.
people might not be current, but like,
Oh my
we're
god.
currently in a backstory, and I'm just
Oh
like,
my god.
damn it, this is gonna hurt more.
Yep. Exactly, and it blows my mind. Like it's it's amazing. Like Oda is a genius. There's
Yeah,
many times I was like, I can't hurt me anymore, Oda. I've seen all your tricks.
yeah,
Nope.
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 And you know what? Screw it. We're gonna jump into it because another thing that you skipped on your resume is that you are probably one of the greatest evangelicals of One Piece, and you have been since Shonen Jump, like
Yo.
since Jump, right? Like, but
Yeah.
like, and you are the reason I got into it.
Oh
Like,
man.
early on, like, I think when I started reading, we had just hit time skip.
Man. Wow.
So it's
Man.
been a while, like, but you are the reason I read.
Man.
And I started watching it, and then I did the thing where I go, "Oh, I'm caught up. I'm not waiting for the next
Yep.
like couple
Yep.
like time to jump into the story."
Yep.
And I got the app, and I signed up for the Shonen Jump app, and I just tore through it. Like, I was getting to the point where I was hitting the 100 chapters a day
Oh, you
like
really? Oh,
limit,
wow.
and I was like, "Come on, man, I'm paying for it. Let me
Yeah.
binge." It was getting rough,
Oh,
and
man,
then
then now you're
so
caught up and
but yeah, like, but
the pain.
you are the reason I jumped in, and like, I see you, and you are a diehard. You've never wavered, and you are so good at selling people on what makes it special, you know. And I just want to give you your flowers for that, because I wouldn't be the fan I am now doing my part to get people hooked. You
Yes.
know, we're basically a pyramid scheme
Yeah, I
cult
mean, low key.
where you start, like, everyone then gets other people, and we spread out like a pyramid scheme. Basically, that's how it works. But yeah,
Everyone
like,
thinks that of us too, anyways.
oh yeah,
And like, I mean, honestly, I'm grateful you say that. You know, it's like I Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I love this series. Like this, I like my quick elevator pitch for it, and like I say this like quite a bit to a lot of folks, is I have never had a show that made me laugh as much, cry as much, and change my life personally and professionally, like One
Yeah.
Piece.
And like people will balk at the current episode count, but I just tell people like, look, watch with a filler list,
Yeah.
like filler check, so you know what to
Mm-hmm.
skip to just, or we got that new series coming out that's gonna more like, I don't know if it's full on One Piece Kai, but that'll be a great jumping on point for people. Or watch
Yeah.
live action, which is a
Yeah.
really good adaptation, and then jump in from there. Like there's so many cool ways to jump in now.
Yeah, I love it. Like I mean definitely, and they're all good too.
Yeah,
Like it's not like, oh, this one sort of stinks, but you gotta, just tough to it. Like honestly, like the live action's amazing. I low key don't want people to wait for um I don't want people to wait for the new
yeah.
like anime version of it, because I feel like it's gonna take a long time for it to really get going.
Agreed.
Mhm.
So I tell people like when it comes out, if that's your jumping on point, cool, and then
Yes.
transition
Yes.
to the other series. Like don't
Yes.
be, oh, I'm waiting for the next. No, like go. So
Yes.
yeah. So I got to ask, um, who's your favorite character, and has it ever changed? Right, like from
Yeah.
the start to now, has that? What's your evolution as a One Piece fan?
I love that. Actually, I'm gonna start asking people that question, because it definitely has changed quite a bit. I mean, because they just keep adding new characters to
Right,
love.
it's hard
Like
not to like find someone new.
exactly. Like there's hundreds of characters, and you care about like 90% of them, which is really baffling. But like
Yeah,
it's really cool. Um, so I think when it first started, like I didn't like Luffy, to be honest. Like I was like, this kid plays around too much, and we need someone serious. And if I had to choose like out of like that first starting five, it was Sanji and Chopper. Like I was like, these guys are the ones, and I still love them heavy. Actually, there's no wrong. I feel like there's no, whenever I ask someone their favorites, I'm like, there's no wrong answers,
there's
honestly.
not.
Like, yeah,
No,
there's like there's too many cool people all
like I
around.
get a lot of like eye roll, like eyebrow raises when I tell them my favorite character, especially because when your favorite character is a secondary character and you can go years without seeing them
Oh,
again,
yeah,
it hurts. But
yeah.
like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, so
hilarious actually. And yeah, I feel that heavy. Like right now, my current favorites, my current top three straw hats, that I like actually I don't even think like just general, like who is number one, but like I would say my top three straw hats, Jimbei, Frankie, Robin.
oh,
And
nice.
then like fourth would probably be Chopper. But like also Luffy has grown on me so much, like that's my captain right there. And then when it comes to non-straw hats, my favorites are Law, Bartholomew. Yep.
That's
You
my
get it.
boy. That's
Yes, sir.
mine.
Yes, sir.
I love
Because
him.
I mean, me too. I was like, just the way he acts and like lives. Although what he recently did, I'm like, all right, bro. But but at the same time, it's like I get it.
Yeah.
Uh, and then who's number three? Right, I was even having a talk like a few nights ago, like 2 nights ago, and I was like between Kuma, Kobe, and Vivi. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's
Yeah, that's
fair.
tough. That's
Yeah, like
tough.
Law and Bartolomeo is my first. Law is my second, and then
Nice.
my third of the non-straw hats ping pongs a lot. But like,
Yep.
I mean, I got to give it to my boy Bon Clay.
Good taste. Great taste. Honestly, I'm like, what have I done? How could I forget Bon Clay? Oh my gosh.
But like, one of the cool things One Piece does is taking people that are originally presented as villains and
Yes.
then give them depth, and then eventually you're like, oh shit, what? So
Yep.
so let me ask you, if you could have your way, if you control Oda and you can change the course of One Piece, who is your 10th straw hat? Because
Ooh.
there's so many theories, there's so many people that could fit the bill,
Mm-hmm.
but who's yours? Who's the 10th straw hat?
Wow, that's a great question.
Assuming
Because
there is one, like we all
yeah,
expect it, but because of when he first mentioned how many crewmates he wants.
yeah,
So we're all like waiting for it if it ever happens,
yeah.
but who? There's so many good options.
Yeah, exactly. Because funny enough, like I was okay when I read it that Yamato wasn't. But then when I watched it, I was like, "Ah, that stinks." And then Carrot, I was like, "Dang, that would be
Right?
great." Vivi would be dope, but like I like that she's like running the country, like, and I think
Yeah.
that's good that she's responsible. I'm interested in like this current guy. I'm wondering like how that can happen and if that can happen.
Right?
Um, Shoot, yeah, like just even like just
I
a
know who. I
physical, yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
exactly. You know it. Um, hmm, hmm.
I know. It's rough out there.
I know. Like I'm. Hmm. Jeez, I gotta think about this. Like I,
I'm gonna hit.
because
I'll hit you with mine
yes, please,
because I love the concept of it being like what
yes.
smoker.
Ooh, that is crazy, and I like it. I like it.
I feel
Wow,
like he'd be
actually,
fun. It'd be a fun because he has so many close connections with so many uh why am I blanking on the name? The Marines.
yeah,
And ever since their first encounter, like he's been slowly like straw hat pilled.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. Honestly,
Like
yep,
he's no longer a straight like enemy to him. He sees that, oh, are we the baddies? Kind of
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So I don't know. I would not be against it. I don't think he has like, and also we haven't seen him in so long. I would love to see him have a power up
Yeah,
and
because
like
especially after Punk has, you're like, yeah, he needs
exactly.
a little love. That's a really good one, actually. I like that because I definitely even back in the day in Alabasta, I was like, yo, just join the squad. Like, what are you
Right.
doing? What do you mean that you're fighting against them? Like, like everyone's cool, or like this. It's not that bad, right?
Yeah.
Um, man, that's a great one, actually. I gotta think. I gotta think. I gotta think. Like who makes sense to me that like because I like the idea of like someone that's like a little bit of like a different case actually.
It makes it fun.
um yeah, I think so too. um I am racking my brain. um if I had to choose, I
Making it
know
hard on you. I'm so
this is
sorry.
really hard. I was like, uh-oh, this if I had to choose low key. Nah, low key. But if I had to choose, that's funny. I would go with carrot.
All right.
Yeah,
See, I love it. Like
I,
again, like it's a fun one that most people wouldn't think of anymore.
yeah, it's like I actually really did want carrot to be like on board, and but at the same time, like I think it's cool that she's doing what she's doing. But for me, it made sense that she was part of the squad for real. But and then like Yamato like has been growing on me like the whole time. Like at first I was okay about not, but now I am like, oh, what about carrot? Um, what about Yamato? But if I had to choose like a goofy one, I'm thinking Gaimon. Honestly, like
Yeah.
he came to mind. Or no, I mean I don't really like this idea, but like a one that's like out there is Bellamy.
That's fair. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
I get it.
yeah. I mean I wouldn't want Bellamy to be up on it, but like I think it'd be okay that if he was on it.
Join the fleet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, the fleet would make a lot of sense, not the squad. Um,
But
yeah,
yeah,
like also, I mean, I wish Law could have been like, "Hey, you're one of us," but you gotta do his own thing, right?
exactly. Now, because we could just talk One Piece literally for the rest of this, and I want to not fall into that trap, but it's
Yeah,
always so much fun.
yeah.
Now, what is something you are currently enjoying? Like, give me a manga and an anime that you're currently loving. Like, what is bringing God's will joy today?
Whew, a lot because I mean, I'm like manga is popping right now, but
It
I
is.
just caught up in one title that like I hope blows up. It's called Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi.
Yes,
Yeah, you know
I
about
just
it.
caught up myself.
Yeah, oh my god, you understand it. So I think that one could be like next generation like hype for real. Like I think the vibe is really cool. Like I love the punk aesthetic. I love like it feels really wholesome,
It does.
versus yeah.
It's
Like
got
I
that
thought it
vibe.
would be like, oh, this guy's a jerk, but we love him. But no, not at all. Like
No,
it
he's a very
feels.
wholesome. Like it's fun when the person's like the best, but then they're just grounded and lovable
Yes, I
and a
love
little
that.
bit of a goof.
I
Like
love
every
that.
time where he's like loses his mind because he's made a friend.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
like
yeah, he has this personal list of school things and kid things he's wanted to do, but he hadn't had a chance to since he was training so hard.
yeah,
And he feels like such like a guy that you're like rooting for all the time from chapter one. I'm
yeah.
like where like I was worried that like he'd be like a jerk, but then you see like internally like no, he's freaking out because like he is like self-conscious, and I think it's really endearing like how Kiyoshi like I mean I'm just rooting for him, and like I'm rooting for
Awesome.
the whole squad, and it makes me want to get more tattoos and piercings. So
There you go.
yeah, so that's the manga. And then anime, um one I just finished that like I thought was a bunch of fun was Tojima Wants to Be Kamen Rider. Yeah,
I'm
so
not familiar with that one.
yeah, I think a lot of people are slept on it, and like it's just a lot of fun. It was like a good 2 seasons, like or two core, so like it was 24 episodes, and it just finished. And I think I could see them doing more, but where it finished, like I think was great. And what that one was, the first of all, the main character, he's 40, and like he's a fan of like the sort of Power Ranger esque show, Kamen Rider, right?
Yeah.
And he's a super diehard fan. So like this is like all he eats, sleep, drink, all that. And he just trains really hard because he wants to be like one of those guys. And then in the real world where he's at, he starts seeing the bad guys from that show start coming and like doing crimes, and he's like, I get to be Kamen Rider, like so. It's been that, and then he also finds like other Kamen Rider stands that also sort of did like similar paths of him. Like they band together, and
Yeah.
it's lots of fun. It's really funny. I think it's really enjoyable. Yeah, and like it felt like a very tight anime. Like I feel it feels like something you just jump into and just have fun without thinking too hard. But you're gonna enjoy it if you just give it a chance.
That's awesome. I would say for me, the current like I have like a current big three.
Ooh, yes, lay it on me.
So it's Ultimate Exorcist,
Nice.
it's Itchy the Witch,
Yes, banger.
and the newest one that I'm really into and I'm really hoping it survives long enough to find its footing, Under Doctor.
My guy, you understand me.
I
Yes,
love it.
I do
So
too, and it
good.
makes me sad. It feels like it's on the chopping block, and I'm like,
It
dang it.
does, but then I was so heartened by the sales of its first volume.
Ooh,
Like I don't know if you saw that, but
no, I
like
didn't. I missed that.
the first volume had to be rushed to reprint,
Oh, please, thank you.
and
Okay,
I was
thank
just
God.
like, "Oh, that's awesome!
Yes,
Okay,
because
please."
oh man, like there was an episode, or like I'm not caught up. Like I'm like 4 or 5 chapters behind right now.
Yeah.
But like one chapter like really endeared me was like the guy who's training under
Mhm.
the doctor, right? And like he
Oh,
saw
the
someone
one
have
where
a
he goes
stroke.
to the mall.
Yeah. Like, is that the one with the
Oh
stroke?
no, the stroke. Yeah, the
Yeah,
the singer girl.
yeah. Like, yeah, the older woman, and he's like trying to remember, like he befriends like an older woman, like in a library, and then like this
Okay, yeah.
lady.
Sorry, I'm completely that.
No, you're
I know
good.
what
You're
one
good.
you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
His
So like,
solo episode.
exactly, and like it really warmed my heart that like he was like pulling in real world
Mhm.
stuff of like here are symptoms of strokes, and it was just like wow, he saved this person's life because he was able to like act like, and like you saw like how he was like freaking out about like, oh my god, can I save this person? And he does, and like I was just like, wow, this is really good. Like, and I mean, I liked that first main fight that Haichi had, like with that
Yeah,
guy that was like really invulnerable. Like it's a really good
it
title, and
is.
I really hope it goes as far as it wants to go. I hope it doesn't die early.
You're gonna like the current arc because it's
Ooh,
starting to expand the cast, and we're
yes.
we're meeting like one of his like friends
Okay.
and
Ooh.
or associates,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're introduced to like what could be their version of the Akatsuki.
Nice. Ooh. I'm hyped.
But
Yeah, 'cause
yeah, I completely forgot. For those that are listening that have no idea what we're talking about, it's basically like what would happen if like the world's greatest surgeon was working for like the underworld and like gangs and triads and like, but he also has this ability to see as flashes of light like what people's weak points are. So he uses that to help people, but he can also use it to completely kick your ass in a fight.
yeah,
It's
well
awesome.
said. Yeah, like it's great. Like it's really I think it's like it's just not like known yet. It's
No,
really slept on. One other title I would love to like shout out, Kurumizawa's Folly.
I'm
That
not
one.
familiar with that one.
It's
Hit me.
like also like chapter 20 right now. Banger. Oh my god. Like it has like a 1960s 70s style. Cuz like that's where it's set, but like I think the art of it looks amazing. The and like what's happening in it is like really cool to see. So there is like this is like the early days of manga, like in the 1960s. There's a famous mangaka, and he takes in this kid who loves his style, like not really a kid, like just a young man, who
Yeah.
takes like he's able to do his style really well, but he can't read or write. And then what he does is he tricks that young man to be like the creator of his new series. Like like
Hmm.
the original guy is like in a slump, and he can't create. So he tricks this guy who can't read or write, to make the series for him. But he's saying like, "Oh, it's yours." But he's like really nice, and like you see why he's doing it. But like it's like a mountain of lies that's like growing and growing, as it's happening. It's really cool, and like what's happening right now is sort of insane, actually, like in a great way, like, and has great backstories. It has great lore to it. I think the art's really cool, and I also hope this one does really well too.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's always the problem, right? Like you gotta hope that the shows or in the manga that you get attached to find that audience,
Yeah,
or at least get to end on their own terms.
yeah, and I think like it's sort of a bummer, um, because I mean, there's just so much content that's out there, so I don't blame people,
Right,
but
that's the problem, right? Yeah.
yeah, no, but also, it's also like getting out of like that main genre of just action fighting all the
Yeah.
time. I wish, I wish it was easier for
That
people.
that was actually a big thing for me is when I finally it was the same for me like Western comics when I finally started branching out beyond DC and Marvel and
Yep,
finding out just how many genres could be conveyed through the medium. And
yep,
it's the same with manga. Like once I got over the shonen action like focus, because growing up that's what we got in
yes,
America. Like there really wasn't. We had Sailor Moon, we had Rurouni Kenshin, we had Dragon Ball, we had Ronin Warriors. Like
yep,
those were the ones I grew up on, and so that's all I ever sought out
yep,
was similar stuff. And obviously, the ones that get pushed and got the marketing at that time when anime was still honestly new in the
yes,
sense of like finding an audience. It's only recently, and this, is that it's gotten more and more mainstream and the audience has broadened, but it used to be like shonen or bust.
yes.
And it's been really cool reading other stuff. Like one manga I'm currently reading is like Someone Hurts, which is
Oh,
a slice of life like
yeah.
comedy style thing, and
Uh-huh.
then a Kane Banashi.
I love Kanbanashi. Like that one deserves so much more love, in my opinion.
But like even things like Family
Yeah.
is like a kind of a hybrid. But like when I started branching out and reading and watching more stuff, like you just start to appreciate the medium more.
Yes, 100%. Like I think like a lot of people are afraid of starting manga, like, and also like in America, there's not really a culture of reading, which
Yeah,
bums me out. But I'm right there with you. It's like even though like I started for work, like I've really fallen in love with the medium. Like I think I'm always in awe of just like wow, like one or a few people made this, like, and they do it in a
yeah,
weekly
it's
fashion. Like that
wild.
blows my mind.
100%. Like you can all. That's why whenever there's breaks, I'm like, cool. Let them
Yes.
live.
Yeah,
like
exactly. I'm like, let me not be like when people complain online, I'm like, stop.
like
Like you didn't
I also want to see the next chapter, but I also
Yes.
want them not to die because of
Exactly. Because
stress.
we have seen that unfortunately too,
Yeah.
like where it's like I definitely don't want them to die. Like I
No.
I want them to do it the level that they know that
Yeah.
they should. Honestly, I want them to get paid. I want them to be treated well. Like I don't want them to get
Like
hurt doing
you're
this.
mad about a 2 week break, but if
Yep.
they die and it never ends, like where are
Oh
you going to be
no.
on that one? So yeah,
Exactly. Yep.
100%.
Yeah,
Now,
thank you.
I want to ask, outside of anime and manga, what else is something that brings you joy right now? What is something, just it could be anything, that is making you happy right now?
Um, I mean, I'm a big old nerd for sure. So gaming is always like a love of mine. Yes, sir. And then like to be like oh, I do other things outside of that. Like right now, I'm like really focused on not focused. I want to be more focused, but right now, like I'm focused on traveling a lot for conventions in the
Mhm.
season. But I'm also training for competitive like hip hop dancing. So yeah, like trying to get
Holy
like
shit, I
yeah.
had no idea. That is amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm like I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm like, why not do it before? Like I got to be like busy or consumed with like families and stuff. I
Yeah.
guess it's like, hey, I got time right now. Let's
Exactly.
focus, you know.
Now I want to
So
see you cosplay DJ from Street Fighter.
hey, oh yeah, oh yeah. Honestly, like I had thought about it. People have like pitched me that too. So
Oh, really?
maybe.
We'll just pretend I was the first. It's fine.
Hey, so I might have to for real.
Once you got the moves, like, why
Hey,
not,
hey,
right?
hey, exactly. I mean, I think it'll help me there, help me cosplay. Because also, I want to get back into cosplay. Like, I used to cosplay a lot, and I haven't cosplayed in a long time, like 7 years, I would say. And I have one in my closet ready to go. So I just
Ooh,
need
like
to.
what?
It's from a movie called Summer Wars. Like, I want to
Yes.
do.
I
Yes,
worked
you.
on that.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got it. That's what's up. I want to do the rabbit, King Cosma.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to think like when I'm gonna go to a con for fun and like have like
That's the
enough
problem,
time.
right? Like, when are
Yeah,
you going to be able to do a con where your company isn't already involved in it and you have to work it?
that part. Yeah. Again, like, I was also I'm just like, do I want to dress up and be like uncomfortable during the day and figure out how da 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 da. But honestly, it's worth it. Like people cosplay for sure because like it's so fun and the community's there. And honestly, I would love to see how many people know about Summer Wars.
That's always fun, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love cosplaying like more obscure characters or obscure movies. You're like, no, don't like all praise to like everyone that does like whatever
Of
actually you do.
course.
But
Yeah.
I love personally like when it's like, you get it.
And also it just makes you're like, yes, you've got good tastes.
Exactly. I mean, hell,
Now,
like you got great taste. Like everything I'm saying, and you're even. I was even like, oh, someone hurts. Like I've been wanting to jump in that, and hearing you read it, I think that might be my next one.
so that's awesome. Now, I have to going back to like your work life, but also the fun aspect of it. What would you say is one of your most memorable red carpet events?
Ooh. I would say the most memorable one would be. I mean, like this recency bias for sure. Like this Bleach one
Was
that
it
just
Bleach?
happened.
Yeah.
But no. I would say my most memorable would be Broly. That was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that still blows my mind. Yeah, 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Um, where it's like, whoa, this, I can do this. Like I was on the carpet, like talking to like a lot of stars, like stars I knew, stars I didn't know, and it blew my mind that like I could keep up. And like, I mean, also that was the biggest one that we had done so far. And then also it was Dragon Ball. It was like
Yeah.
that was
Right.
the first full circle for me, like where like it was like, whoa, people actually care. We are outside and people want to be a part of this. I
Oh,
loved it.
and it didn't hurt that it was an awesome movie.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
like
that's
yeah,
always a
like
good thing. It always
sort of
helps.
sucks like when it's a bad movie, but I mean, I feel lucky that like a lot of these red carpets I've been a part of, great movies.
Yeah.
Movies like I was gonna watch anyway. So
Exactly.
hey, I get to do it with like a lot of stars too. Like
Now, and,
yeah.
and transitioning from that, because you do work with a lot of talent. Uh and I want to know, like, who has been one of your favorite people to have met? Like, someone's that what is the story of someone being really nice, like being like, oh my god, it's so cool that you're a great person.
Yeah.
I don't want to know the opposite. Like, people always want to know the dirt. I want to know
Yeah.
who's actually a delightful human.
Which I love that. Because I mean, I feel lucky that like most people I've been able to work with have been really nice, and especially like at Viz, like it's been great to be able to work with a lot of big time creators that are genuinely nice people. Like I thought I would be working with a lot of divas and people who don't care, they're just
Yeah.
here for the money for it. But no, like I've been able to like I mean, even again, recency bias, like one that like I'm also just blown away that she's so nice, like and genuinely so. Lorena Parkour, like the Dora the Explorer cosplayer.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
I saw you have a video with them recently. I was
yeah.
like, hey, I know who that is.
Yeah, and like
Never met them, but their stuff is hilarious.
she's genuinely hilarious and nice. Like I low key always fear that like if I'm working with somebody, they could be rude, but like no,
Right.
she's a great person, like and so humble. That blows my mind. And then somebody else that like comes to mind. Like I always like really enjoyed like talking to like a lot of voice actors. Like they are all not all. I shouldn't say all of them. Like a lot, like a lot of them aren't like or just like whatever, I guess. But like some that like blow my mind of being like so cool and like having the time for everybody. I mean, there's quite a few. Like I just got to hang out with Rico Fajardo again, and he's super cool. Like he's the main guy, like in Blue Box, not Blue Box, Blue Lock. Hell, Blue Box is great, but Blue Lock, he's
Very
Asagi. Like,
different show,
right,
though, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, right. Very different intensities, I should say. And then Rico Fajardo, Colleen Klinkenberg, she's the voice of Luffy, and Urza and Fairy Tail. And she's
She's a
genuinely
delight.
nice. Yeah, she's a delight to like talk with. And I hadn't seen her in years, but she's she made the time to be like, oh my gosh, it's great seeing you. Caitlin Glass, like she's a joy to always talk with. Like I would say like one of my favorite people in the industry. And like I've seen her like make moves in ways for the community that I think should be shouted out more.
That's awesome. I had to look her up because I don't recognize a lot of names right off the
Yeah.
bat,
No, no,
especially.
no. I mean,
But
unfortunately, you don't see their
but now,
faces, right?
the second I recognize her, so that's awesome. It's just really nice to know that people's, because a lot of times they can put on a happy, kind face
Yeah,
when they meet the
facade.
fans,
Yeah.
but like it's like when you see how someone treats a server
Yes.
or wait staff or someone, right?
Yes.
Versus how they treat you. And then so hearing that they'll treat like the workers that behind the scenes of conventions the same, I think that's fantastic. Good for them.
Yes. No, I adore that, honestly. Like I feel lucky that I get to see the both sides of it all, like,
Mhm.
and also like how they treat fans like is a joy for sure. Like, and they have time for every energy. I'm like, geez, I'm complaining about traveling so much, but here are these
Right?
people. And also, of course, I gotta shout out my big bro Bill. Like Bill Butts. He like I've seen him just consistently like be the guy. Like I mean, he's a people's champ. Like I've seen him like with fans, I've seen him with staff, I've seen him with other voice actors and like trying to build them up. Like
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, he
You don't get
feels,
that a lot.
yeah, it definitely feels like he's definitely not a zero sum type of guy. He is willing to share resources. I mean, he's also like just trains people like physically, like has trained a lot of different voice actors like
I
in the
just I
scene.
just pulled him up and oh cool, he's the new Bato and the
Yep, yep,
new
yep.
Ghost in the
And
Shell.
just got to
Nice.
announce that, so that's
Fantastic.
huge. Yeah, so I'm
That's
super happy for him that like he's blowing up. And then also, I guess like in that same vein, Tony Weaver Jr. Like
mm,
he's a content creator who just got into the voice acting world. But then like seeing what he's been able to do for children, like actually getting them to be like literate and like to actually cares about the community, like cares about like multiple different groups, and then now he's a voice actor, and just seeing the work he's put into becoming a voice actor, as well as being a children literacy like advocate, like has been a joy.
oh, that's awesome. Fantastic. So, I want to leave you with one because right now they're mostly in the gaming sphere, but I can see them eventually breaking into anime if you ever get to work with Ben Starr.
Ooh,
Do
yes,
you know
yeah,
who that
yeah,
is?
yeah. Like I mean,
Okay.
yeah, like
Ben Starr is the greatest person I've ever met in the
wow,
industry. Like he is so kind. He's so down to earth and genuinely like appreciative of what he gets to do and his fans. And also he's so it's not fair that he's that funny, kind, and talented, and
and
also
good
that
looking.
handsome. Like you
I
son
know.
of a bitch.
I
Like
know, right? And I mean, it makes sense to me that, like, I mean, that he's Verso, right? He's Verso,
yeah,
right? Like, let me
yeah,
look him up. Yeah, like, and also he's Clive in Final
yes,
Fantasy
correct.
16. Yeah, so
And just I'm lucky. Mike, I got to meet him. I was one of the first people that ever got to interview him when he was announced for 16. He
whew,
came on the show, and just from there, like, just we've kept in touch. I see him at events and stuff, and it's just he's such a delight. I hope we get to work with him one
I would
day.
love to meet him. Honestly, like he already seemed like a cool guy, and his voice is amazing. I'm just like,
Yep,
oh shit. And
can
then
confirm.
I looked him up, and I was like, oh shit, he's hot.
It's not fair. Like
Yeah,
there's no reason you should win in all categories. You son of
yeah.
a bitch.
As long as he's cool, then I'll accept it.
That's he is like
If he
that's
was a
the thing.
jerk, then
Like
I'd be like, all right, you
he
got to
could
give
be
that
like,
back.
I'm so much better than you.
Yeah.
I'm like, but he's not. Like every time he lands a role for a major thing, like you'd think it would make him a jerk. Never does.
Yo, love
Fantastic.
that. I love
Oh,
that. I
Anyway,
adore that.
all right.
I would love to
So
meet him.
back to you, sir. So I want to dip back to That's Dope. Because how do you parse, like, I gotta feel the urge is there, but your professionalism probably doesn't allow it. Like, do you ever get to hit up people that you meet in your day job to guest and talk to them after hours on That's Dope? Or is there like a clause in your contract that's like that's a no?
Thankfully, no. Like, actually, like, I
Oh, that's
get to,
awesome.
yeah, like, I'm grateful. I think back when it was Funimation days, it would have, I couldn't have. But now, like, honestly, Viz has been super kind and, like, has, like, sort of, I guess, been aware of, like, how I think both feed into each other. Um, like, yeah, like, they haven't stopped me, like, with, like, my extracurriculars, I should say.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Because
which
some people
that was a
do,
fear.
some people
Yep.
don't, but that's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep. So I'm
Who's been one of
grateful.
your favorite guests?
Ooh. Because honestly, I really enjoy like most everyone I've talked
Of
with. Like,
course.
there's been a few people that
That's
I'm
why I'm
just
not
like,
saying give me
yeah.
the favorite, just like one that pops to mind that you
Oh
really
man.
enjoyed.
Uh, oh man, yeah, because like there's so many that I really enjoy. Like, I got to have Tony Weaver Jr. on and like hear about like his projects. I got to have Brazilian artist Piccolo. He's done the Teen Titans art, and like
Really?
yeah, like he's like actually like pretty big like in like the sort of DC world, because he's been able to like make art that like he started as a fan artist and like is blown up like in amazing ways.
Huh.
Yeah, like his stuff's great. I'll have to show you. But also talking to him is great. Like he's just humble as all get out. Um,
That's awesome.
yeah, another is a YouTuber, Super Eye Patch Wolf, like where I have been a fan of his for
I gotta look
years.
that up. Hold on.
Yeah, Super
Yeah,
Eye Patch
keep
Wolf.
going.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
he's I mean, I was a fan of him from his first
Wait,
video. Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah, I was like,
I
you
don't like,
might.
sorry, I don't know him. Know him. It's
Yeah.
just one of those things where at events we have been in the same group
Oh,
at a time.
hey,
That's
honestly, I
crazy.
he's worth it. Like he's a great dude. Like I've never like I don't care about horror or wrestling, but this guy has made me care about both and so much more. And just the way like he throughout like his whole tenure, like he's always shouting out people. He's always like trying to be like, maybe you haven't heard about this, but maybe you want to check it out. And like he would have like a quarterly video for like the longest time of just shouting out people and videos and creators that he likes, and
That's
I've
so
always
cool.
appreciated that. Yeah, and I mean he calls me his friend, where I'm like, whoa, bro, like
Hey,
I that's an honor to me.
it's a great feeling when you get to meet cool people and you resonate, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man,
And
that's
then
awesome.
yeah, I think one last one. Funny enough, Violet Myers, she's a porn star, like who's like actually she was like top 5 in Pornhub lists.
How did that come about? I gotta know, like, how did that you was it because of your convention?
No, funny enough, like not really. Like it was just friends of friends, and then it's like she likes anime too, and she's a genuine, anime watcher. So we just really
That's
talked about
awesome.
that. Yeah, we would talk about JoJo's. We would talk about Naruto, and like she knows ball, honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No,
So
that the because you people forget, like, you have interests outside of your job,
yep.
right? Like, turns out they're just people
What a
that are,
concept.
it's wild, right? Like,
Yep.
I know in this world of parasocial connections via social media, it can be sometimes hard to forget that. But yeah, just because someone's a porn star doesn't mean they don't have other interests. Like, all you have to do is
Exactly.
look at the ones that have transitioned to podcasting or talking about their loves. Like, it's awesome. Good for them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I love like on that podcast on the That's Dope side, really just showcasing, like what people are about, and like I do like talking about things that maybe they don't get a chance to talk about. I mean, I feel like a lot of people want to nerd out and like they haven't had the chance to nerd out. So I
That's
love being
awesome.
that outlet for folks.
Same. Like, I just love talking to people and getting to hear what brings them passion, like what they do. And like,
Yep.
so I'm gonna end with my question that I usually start with, but I just got so wrapped up with talking to you, I completely dropped it. Your origin, right? Like, so yeah, you started at Funimation. That's the origin of your like career. But what was your first like game, your first anime? Like, what got you to the point where you wanted to work in that, right? Like
Ooh,
like what
yeah,
what
yeah.
what was your starting point?
Because the funny thing is, like, I didn't even know I could work in this. Like, I first started, like, I was planning to be a doctor. I did my undergraduate in biology and business administration, and then I did my master's in healthcare administration, and I was working in a hospital.
Can
Oh
I
yeah,
can I tell you something?
yes, please. I was about to say, I was like, oh, you
I
haven't?
I had graduated with my pre-med biology degree. I had
Yo,
taken the MCAT, and
oh
I had
my
gotten
goodness,
accepted to Tulane Medical School.
wow.
And I don't want to get into it because I don't want to cut you off entirely,
Uh-huh.
but like something happened where I got exposed to something. I was like, no, this is what I want to do, and I
Yep.
re-enrolled in school for marketing.
Wow.
Uh, so
Here
I
you are
get it.
now.
Like I feel that journey change right
Yo,
there.
I appreciate it. Like, I'm like, yes, you totally understand. Like, my parents weren't happy.
No,
But
no, they were not. They
yeah, I
were
about to
like,
say, like, yours
what?
must have not been either. It's like school again to do what now?
Yeah,
And I think for me, I mean, like my first, like I had been a nerd my whole life, so like it wasn't hard for me to be like, I'm doing this. Like my first game, my dad got me Super Nintendo, and the first game I remember playing was the Page Master, which was a
nice.
platforming.
I know
Yes.
that one. Yep.
Hey, my guy. I'm glad you
Oh,
understand. Like, because luckily a lot of people don't know that one, but like I really enjoyed. And that was like the first game I had beat. Um,
what a
and
deep cut.
yeah,
I have
yes.
it somewhere in my garage
Oh,
in my
dude.
box of Super Nintendo games.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Honestly, I need to go find that. Like, I would like to play that
I just
again for
pulled it
sure.
up because I couldn't remember who made it, and it was
Yo.
developed by Fox.
Oh yeah. Dang. So like almost in house in a way, right? Because they did the movie too.
Yeah, that's
Which
wild.
crazy, and it was a good game. I really enjoyed it. And anime, like I had been an anime fan for a while, so I actually did an anime club, in college where it was really successful. We had the attention of Crunchyroll and Funimation, and I had found
Huh.
out that Funimation was local to Dallas, which blew my mind. I thought it was like West Coast, but no. Um, so like Funimation came over, and then like that's where I got to meet Justin Rojas, like who had
Love him.
like yeah, exactly. And if not for him, I wouldn't be in this scene. Like he's the one who tapped me, and he was like, "You want to try?" And I
That's
was
so
like,
cool.
"Yeah," and I didn't look back. I was like, "All right, if I get this job, I'm here as long as I can be." And I'm grateful that like it wasn't just a temporary thing. Like I thought it would be a temporary thing, but like it's been a blast throughout.
That's fantastic. Oh God, you love to see it.
Thank you. And it means a ton that you say that. Like I'm really grateful to be here. Like it definitely. I try not to take this for granted. You know, it's like this still blows my mind that this is a thing I get to do, and like and especially like the role I get to do, and where I'm at right now. Like it's been hard, like a lot of like hard work to do it and be here, but I'm really happy that like it maintained. I mean, there was a time I thought I would have to get a different job because like it wasn't paying a lot at first.
Yeah,
Yeah, I back in the day it was like I
heard.
think oh my god, yeah, like I think I was
Passion sometimes has to carry you.
woo, it definitely was. Like, if not for like a lot of people like looking out for me, and like luckily even my parents like still being cool. I mean, I was getting paid like when I first started. I think it was like 37K. Yeah, it was rough.
That was my first job.
Sheesh,
Yeah,
sheesh.
it's and especially if you're like a 1099 and
Yeah.
you have to get taxed on the full amount like
Ah,
that. It's rough
ah.
out there.
Yeah.
But you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Exactly. So
It's just,
definitely.
but could you imagine doing that now and
Ah,
in a world where everything is like 500 times more expensive
ah.
than it is?
Not at all. Like honestly,
Oh God,
I think about that a lot. Like, whereas like, could I do that? I don't think
no,
so.
I don't think so.
I feel super lucky, like that. Like things have gotten better in the scene, and that like also people care. People are buying this stuff. People
Yeah,
are coming out to events and buying the merch and buying the books and sharing the love. Like I mean, the fact that like on threads, at least maybe it's just my algorithm, but it's just like, hey, anime is like a big topic. You wanna talk about that?
yeah,
TikTok and like all over the world like is so much a bigger thing. So I mean, I'm grateful I get to be like in this scene and to do my part too.
that's so cool. Oh man. Also, I just want to point out, it's so nice that so many years could pass since, I mean, we've like mentioned each other on social media, like Facebook posts, like,
Yeah.
hey, like
Hey,
comment
happy
on each other's
birthday.
stuff.
Like oh,
Yeah.
it's just cool
But
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
it's just so cool that I feel like no time has changed since the last time I saw you. Like,
Same, bro. Like
we're
honestly, like
just,
this. I
it's,
mean, talking to you like is I'm so happy about that, and like just like I'm happy to see you killing it in so many ways too. You know, like I definitely need to hear about like everything in your world. But I mean,
Happily.
yeah, bro. Like I am really proud of you. You know, like and it's super cool to see you with your family. You know, you're a family guy, but you're also like still like in your passions. I do remember like I think like when you were switching gears, I was worried for you, but like you're killing it now,
It was
which is great.
yeah, it was rough. Like it wasn't because I wanted to switch gears, but you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes the job industry doesn't go the way you want.
Yeah.
You remember
Yep.
like
Yep. I mean, definitely. I've had my ups and downs for sure.
yeah
I mean, shoot, like people tell me not to say this too much, but I mean, I got fired from Funimation actually. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, but like I was able to bounce back and, you know, like I don't regret, you know, like what happened. Like, and also, I mean, it was even like
And
a
you don't
better
regret
thing.
your time there.
Exactly.
Like yeah, that I feel like just don't burn bridges and be a dick about it, right?
That
Like
part.
that it turns out a lot in life can be improved by just not being a terrible person.
What a concept. And I
It's
have to agree.
absolutely wild. Like
Yes.
one day I might
Yeah.
act my age, but right now I just enjoy doing what I love, and I have a family that supports me, and I have fun opportunities, and I get to hang out with cool people. And there's sometimes it's just hard. Like it sucks because so much about our world is sad and depressing, but it is really
Yes.
nice to be able to focus on what brings you joy and happiness, uh, and just kind of like forget about those moments every now and then. But
Yes.
it's just fun to talk to like-minded people about fun things.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm grateful I get to do this, and I am grateful that like it's serving a good purpose, a great purpose in the world right now. Like, I think the world was. I mean, I can't imagine living in this world without
Art,
nerd stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like, I
nerd
mean,
stuff, art, like just things to just enjoy, hobbies,
yep,
like
yep,
entertainment.
exactly. Like these hobbies, like have definitely like inspired me, and like I see how it inspires others. You know, like I mean, I was even thinking, it was like before, it was like, did I have like real world heroes? Sort of, but not really. But then, like, I've been able to be lucky to now have heroes in the real world, but then also because of like anime and video
Yeah,
games and all these things.
so cool. Now,
Yeah.
why don't we end by you telling people where they can find you? Like, what's your preferred social channel? Where how can people follow you? Where can they follow? That's dope. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. So first off, my personal handle, I like to be on Instagram. I'm sort of on Twitter, like still like trying to wean off of it, but you know, it is what it is. I like it.
Yeah, it's also like it's really hard in our particular industries sometimes to
Yeah,
ignore it. You can't.
exactly. Yeah, but like it's still popping. Like I can't wait till it gets cool again. But like it's still fun. And I'm even on Facebook, but my handle is God's Will of D. So One Piece jokes for y'all.
Oh, so good.
Thank you. Like I have friends help me get that one. And I on That's Dope side. Um yeah, we're also on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and that's Dope Entertainment. We have a logo, and you should be able to see my face. And also, I do this podcast with a new friend. His name's Louis. He has a luchador mask, so
Nice.
yeah, he stands out. You'll see it, and I think the conversations are a bunch of fun. So yeah, we're posting that like heavy on Facebook, Instagram, and more, and YouTube. And then also even trying to do like audio episodes like on Apple Music and all that.
Right,
So
of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
do all that. And then for KimochiCon is the 18 plus convention we do, and that is KIMOCHIICON. Kimochi means it feels good, and we're aiming to do that October 3rd. This will be like it's starting over again, but like I think this will be a good time. The motto I have for that is I want that to be a safe space for gooners, goonettes, and everything in between. So yeah, it's supposed to be inclusive, it's supposed to be safe, but it'll be a fun time that like I think will be like a community focused. You know, like that's something that like we're aiming to do. So yeah, stay tuned for more of that.
That's awesome. You it's so cool to see you have so many things go well while also crushing at your job. So
Thank you. It
God's will.
means a ton. Honestly, this was a blast.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure to talk to you again. I'm excited, and hopefully we can do it again. And again, if you ever need someone to to let you down on your show, I'm here for you.
Bro, no, like
If you
I
really
would.
want to lower the bar, I
No,
am
no, 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 no,
available.
not at all. Like honestly, like I just this talk alone is like, no, you got to be on my show because yeah, this was great, and I mean, we're gonna talk about One Piece. Honestly,
Yeah, we
I've been
are.
wanting to do. I've been wanting to do the round table of just One Piece fans for a minute. People like everyone knows like what's happening. You're caught up, and I don't care if you're listening and you're not caught up. This is not the episode for you. But
Yeah.
but we're gonna have the
If you're
episode
caught
soon.
up,
I'd love for
I
you to.
got you. That's
Yes,
awesome.
sir. Yes,
Jeez.
sir. So
Awesome. Well, yeah. Thank you, everybody, and go follow Godswill because turns out he's good people. So have a
thank you
great
so
night.
much. Peace.